So with us today, Charles Dunn and Sydney Morse. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good
Good.
morning. Happy to
Good.
be here. Not happy
Happy
to
to
talk
have you.
about this topic though. This is
No,
this is
What?
a this is a very silly topic.
well, I'm glad we have you on here to navigate and get to the important things that would be prevalent to everybody. So, first of all, just kind of teeing up throughout our episodes, we've had a lot of conversations on both OpenAI and Elon Musk. And so today, on the Ides of March, let's blend them together. And starting off with Sydney. Sydney, Elon, to set the stage, he is suing OpenAI for abandoning its mission to benefit humanity. Before we get into that lawsuit, I think it's important for everyone to understand what part Elon has played within OpenAI's initial days.
Yes. So this all came about back in 2015. So Elon has had a very long relationship with OpenAI. OpenAI was founded in 2015, and Elon was one of those co-founders. And he even, and we'll get into emails as well later, wanted to invest $1 billion into the project in 2015. Musk also believed at that same time that he wanted to invest all this that AI was the biggest threat to humanity. So it was a big deal that OpenAI, had that same mission statement that this was to benefit humanity, however you want to take that. So in 2018, so we're going to fast forward a little bit. A lot happened in between there too, but in 2018, about 3 years with helping the company, Musk ends up resigning for being a co-founder and OpenAI's board of directors. A blog post from OpenAI stated that he resigned to eliminate future conflict. But that he would continue to donate to the nonprofit. And it is estimated and reported that number was to be around like 100 million. So as we see into this more, he wanted to continue to invest for his own benefit, which is to make electric cars autonomous. So that was like one of the big deals because he hadn't invested his own money at that time into his own research into AI and this is all for his own benefit of his own companies. So in 2019, the billionaire makes an announcement on Twitter that Tesla was also competing for some of the same employees as OpenAI. So as we see here, we're seeing that competition flare up. He's making public announcements about it and adding that he hadn't been involved with the company for over a year, even though, as we all see, he's investing money. So it looks like there was just like a big conflict of interest. So the history of Musk and OpenAI is pretty interesting. So it's been quite the timeline and quite the tea.
I would say. Yeah, so you could see that. I guess something happened. There had to be some type of rift there in 2018. I wonder if it's something that we'll get into here today, or even if he just wanted some employees. Who knows? One just quick note for our topic today. When he was continuing to donate, it specifically went to the support of goals in safety and ethics, is what the donated money claimed to be for. So awesome rundown on that, Sydney. Charles, let's dive into the lawsuit. Can you share the reasons why Elon is suing OpenAI and the violations that he claims have occurred to cause such a breach?
So the substantive claim is that OpenAI is no longer, well, it's right there in the title. It's no longer open. It's no longer open source. And OpenAI has become very closed off and very secretive about the things that it's building. And Elon Musk is claiming that this is done for profit seeking purposes rather than its stated missions, rather than OpenAI's stated goal of helping humanity. And that is actually true. That is actually a true statement. OpenAI is pursuing maximum profit off of these technologies at the expense of benefiting the community, benefiting the AI community. But that's not really something you can sue someone for, right? Like they're like AI. OpenAI is it's a business. You can't sue businesses for trying to make money, or else you'd sue you can't sue every single business for damaging humanity, because then you'd sue every single business, right?
Everyone. Every single one.
Yeah,
And
so like the so but the actual substantive claim is that they started their mission statement of, we're going to benefit humanity with this technology, and now they've become a profit-seeking enterprise. And on that this lawsuit is kind of frivolous, frankly, because again, you can't that's not illegal to violate the mission statement of your organization. You can your business goals are allowed to change. So OpenAI is allowed to do this, right?
well, yes, you would think.
Yeah.
Now, there is this founders agreement that is being said that is out there, but it has not been made public.
Hmm.
So even still, how much does that hold up, especially if the company really needs money to survive?
It doesn't hold up.
Because
There's no
running
contract.
it
There's
does,
no anything that Elon's been saying and his team, none of it can be backed up.
that's what it
Yeah.
seems like. That's what it
Yes.
seems like. So let's go deeper into that until that mythical founders agreement pops on up. And by the way, I think we're all kind of showing our cards on which side we lead on here. But let's go deeper into the claim that there is a violation of keeping the design of OpenAI's GPT-4 and potentially maybe even the future Q-Star, as they're calling it, the model, a complete secret. Why is that a violation, Charles?
So the idea is that so all the concept of open source software is that the source code, the actual foundational logic of any piece of digital technology, can be open and reviewed by the public. So anyone can, and usually open source also means anyone can contribute to it. So with a technology that certain people believe is going to be very dangerous, the idea that there should be open standards, open and transparent understanding of these things is going to like that is the crux of Elon's argument here. Like OpenAI's board of directors is now a profit-seeking entity rather than a review entity to make sure that this technology that some people think is going to destroy the world needs to be kept safe. So I suppose a comparison would be, anyone can look up how nuclear reactors work, but if you try to build one, you're going to get some pointed visits from the government. So
Yeah.
that's the level that that's the level these people are talking about.
Well, and it's interesting that you say a lot of that there, but also
Yes.
the board of directors piece, right? Because
Yeah.
this is the part that Elon has also been kind of chirping in, right? He claims that the replacement board, after the whole Sam Altman, will he stay, won't he stay drama, when they were approved, they were basically approved by Microsoft. And what he is saying is that they are ill-equipped to determine if OpenAI attains AGI, right? So this person that you are referring to, worried about the end of the world through AGI, I think we kind of get who you're saying. There's others, of course. So that is one of the concerns there. But keeping us on kind of the time frame that we're talking about here of what's new this week. OpenAI had a response, and they are, of course, refuting the claims and even released email exchanges that the co-founders, the group of co-founders from OpenAI and Elon have had up to about 10 years ago. Sydney, I know you took a big deep dive into this. What were some highlights that we saw
Yeah, I
through
thought
those
it was
emails?
interesting because the way OpenAI listed these emails, they were out of order, out of their date order. And I think it was probably because of the information, but I want to kind of reveal it in the timeline. So, email one, so that was on November 22nd, 2015. Elon talks about tweaking the blog, making it more interesting for everyone. So he's giving his thoughts on how they want the website to work for this nonprofit. He also recommends using larger funding commitment figure because of the competitors. So he was the one that suggested, let's not do 100 million, let's not announce 500 million, let's go higher and suggest $1 billion to avoid sounding inadequate compared to companies like Google or Facebook, major competitors. Elon also suggests changing how people get paid. So, suggesting bonuses turns into company stock with SpaceX. So, all of this is more so for the benefit of his own as well. Email 2, so January 2nd, 2016. Musk and the OpenAI team discuss Falcon 9. They have like a little bit of banter congratulating him about the launch of the rocket. And then he changes the subject and addresses concerns about open sourcing AI, acknowledging potential risks, but also emphasizing the benefits and openness for recruitment purposes. So he's still, suggesting like, this could be dangerous, but also taking that initiative on continuing his relationship with them at this time. He then changes this discussion about the risk of a hard takeoff scenario into AI development and the balance between openness and security. So he's being very aware of the danger. Email 3 comes out a month later. Elon Musk forwards a message discussing the expense of working at the cutting edge of AI, expressing concerns about the ability to compete with Google due to the funding limitations. He suggests making OpenAI a for-profit company and joining it with Tesla to make more money for research. So that's where the shift changes, because he's being aware of what's going on, but then he's the one that wants to make it for profit. And then we have a jump from February to December. Musk says OpenAI needs more money to stay in the game and against the big players like Google. And he just worries about AI's future impact on humanity. So he's still emphasizing the impact, but then he's still wanting to donate, and he still is continuing to donate at this time as well. So that's a nice little summarization of what's going on here. And it looks like all these accusations and things that he's announcing about this lawsuit, he's the one that brought it up in the email to begin with.
It seems like it. I wonder if he's playing the card of safety to kind of not go down that full, hey, look, I'm trying to get control of everything. Now, thank you for that rundown. Charles, I want to include one more note from another email as we get to you to wrap up here. So another email says that the co-founder, Such Keever, right, someone who we talked about before as well, told Elon, as we get closer to building AI, it will make sense to start being less open. And Elon's response was,
I saw that too. I didn't add that in.
Back to your point, all the way in the beginning of this conversation, hey, keeping it open for OpenAI. He's in agreement right there that says, yeah, maybe we should stop. So let me ask you, this whole case, could this be Elon a little nervous that he's not going to be in the conversation as this technology progresses?
Like, we've been here before, right? Like last year, Elon and a bunch and some other industry people put out that letter saying we have to stop AI research right now. And then like a few months later, one of his companies launches their own
XAI.
Yeah, so like it's like I don't want to like put words in other people's mouths, but it really does feel like he just wants in on the money. He I don't know how many people are aware of this, but Elon Musk did not found Tesla Motors. He bought it. And I'm just wondering, was he trying to do the same thing to OpenAI? Just like become such an activist investor that he's like, okay, well now I have a controlling stake in it, and it's part of my smart boy science fiction empire.
And that's a great place to leave it off and kind of let the people think about that. The one thing is, in one of those other email exchanges, it shows that Elon wanted to merge OpenAI with Tesla to become the majority equity holder and the CEO. So Charles, Sydney, I think you kind of wrapped a bow on this.
Yeah.
Sydney, Charles, thank you as always. I'm Rich Bowers. This is The
Thank
Jump.
you.
Take care, everybody.